Hello everyone, we are on day 13 and I'm gonna keep this within 15 minutes because I have a session in about 15 minutes. But Sharon, you put up a great one, and I did one with loneliness included earlier last week, but judgment, fear, judgment, and loneliness. And I thought I'm just gonna include it again. A couple things I wanna say about this, especially as it regards to emotional. Hey Tana, great to see you here. Emotional eating, if we have struggles with our weight, we're definitely gonna, I don't know, like I said that on one of the videos, I had so much fear and anxiety around body image issues. And I so get it now, like why it was manifesting there. Like it often felt like life or death to me. And I understand it now in a way I just couldn't then, because back then I was judging the hell out of myself for like, oh, what a pathetic loser I am that I'm worried about something so superficial. And if any of you ever feel that way about yourself, there's nothing superficial about this, because if you go below the surface of the physicalness of it, there is such an emotional connection going on. Hey, Jennifer, happy to see you here. So think about that. Whenever you judge yourself about your weight, your appearance, all that, you're like, oh, I'm being so superficial and you know, all the crap that we say to ourselves. It's about going deeper below the surface. That's the surface manifestation of it. Like, I can't tell you the epic judgment I had on myself, especially when I was in Overeaters Anonymous, because I didn't always physically wear it on the outside the way some people did, but I felt equally, if not sometimes in ways more trapped and more like judging of myself. You know, and I think it's the show This Is Us. Yeah, where the gal, I can't remember her name, but I love that actress. And she's in a group, and there's a gal in there that's pretty and thin and all this stuff, and she's very overweight, and she's pissed, understandably, looking at this woman like, what does she have to complain about? I mean, like, look at her. But the thing that I realized is there was just so much self-judgment and turmoil going on below the surface for me with that. Anyway, I wanted to say that I sorry you guys, this gal, I think this gal, I'm just going to let it go. I just want to message her and tell her I'm in the middle of a video. The person I have a session with is trying to get me to do this sooner. So just let me message her back and just say, Nada, that I'm going to be there. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, okay, it's good. Sorry about that, guys. It was just these messages kept coming in my phone. So let's just dive in and tap. Karate chop. Even as you're, like I said, I do these things. We're rolling with whatever comes up. Even though I have this fear and so much judgment of self, this is what I worry about in my life. My weight, my eating habits. When there's so much going on in the world, this is what I'm worried about. How totally superficial of me. This is my judgment. I choose to acknowledge my feelings now. Even though I can judge the hell out of myself. This is what I'm worried about. My food, my weight, my eating. There are so many bigger things to worry about in the world. How totally superficial of me. I choose to acknowledge this judgment now. Even though I can so come down on myself so quickly. This is what consumes me at times. With all the problems in the world. Children starving. people being bombed, people in war. This is what I'm worried about. And this is how I judge myself. I choose to acknowledge myself right now. Oh my God. This is what I'm worried about? Needing to lose weight. Needing to get my body in shape. Needing to pay attention to my eating. With everything that's happening in the world. This is on my mind. I feel so superficial. And that voice is the bully in my brain that beats the crap out of me every chance it gets. Because here's the thing. There are things so much deeper going on here than the physical manifestation of this. But that's what I forget about. Or maybe I know that, but I just judge myself harshly. I lack willpower. I'm totally superficial. It's just time to give up. I'm a loser in a totally different way. And what if this very voice in my head that judges me every step of the way makes me wrong for anything and everything, is the very thing that's keeping me from freeing myself from this. The judgment comes in so many different ways. Sometimes it's so in my face. It's like this voice is trying to kill me. And sometimes it's so subtle, but so profound, it's hard to distinguish. But here's the way I know that that voice is operating, is if I'm feeling bad about myself at all for anything, that bully in my brain is active and judging me. That is the simplest way to tell. So when I feel bad about myself, when I feel crappy about myself, that is my indicator that self-judgment is raining down on me. And that's the moment that I can catch it and tap to interrupt it. And I may have to interrupt this 1,000 times a day. But the more I catch it, and I'm not going to catch it right away, the more I can begin to shift it. And what if right now, that's the only thing I need to know? When I am down on myself, feeling bad about myself at all, that is my indicator that I'm totally judging myself and making myself wrong for whatever I'm feeling, doing, or the way I'm behaving. And what if the way out of this is just that? Through the judgment, noticing the judgment and interrupting it, and then interrupting it again and again. And as I learn to do that, that will have a cumulative effect because it slows the momentum down of all that negative self-judgment. And then before I know it, I'm starting to notice that I feel better because I'm not feeling so bad. So it's true, awareness is the first step. Knowing when I feel bad, becoming more and more aware of that, and interrupting it, or just asking for help from a person or from whatever power I believe is greater than me. Guide me. Help me. Show me what I need to see here. Help me to free myself from this prison. This prison of self-judgment. I may not know how to do it yet, but I'm open to the assistance, and I'm totally open to healing this now. And then take a breath. And hope you found that helpful. And go back and tap on that as many times as you need to. Christine, Tana, Jennifer, seemed like somebody else was here. That's all who I can tell. Thanks for being here live. Again, hope you found it helpful. Day 13. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for day 14. Bye for now, ladies. Much love to you all.